This is not obscenity, this is perversion. In that very program, one young lady, 21 years old young lady, says something which I cannot repeat, but I'll try to project what she said. The lady asks, have you ever seen a female sexual organ, or I am using my language, except your mother's when you were born? Please don't give example. You are instigating.
1 minute.
I know your intention, but please don't do this.
My lord, I have put an apology there also.
All right, we will not impose any fine on you. We will not impose any cost on you, provided that you come out with a proposal of donation.
Your Lordship mentioned the word anti-national, anti-national content. Now, what is anti-national is so
I'll give you a
subjective.
simple, forget about the shades of anti-nationalism.
Yes.
A publication which shows a part of sovereign India is not a part of India.
So
Will that be permitted to be
According to
circulated?
him, it would be
That's
freedom
simple.
of expression.
with great respect, my lord, with great respect. Suppose somebody says that, look, there is a dispute between China and India as to whether this part is part of India or part of China, or whether, let's say,
Yeah, but how?
Sikkim was rightly annexed or not, etc.
Let's not give, please don't give example.
1 minute.
You are instigating.
1 minute.
I know your intention, but please don't do this.
Therefore, my lord, the question will arise, will somebody writing an academic piece about the history of dispute regarding this territory, etc., will that be regarded as anti-national?
Sometimes
So
it can be.
these are very
The answer is.
Sometimes it can be.
that if there is an autonomous body created,
Yes.
let that person go plead and prove that if my contents are on the face of, if once it is found on the
Mechanism,
face,
that's all.
there can be a.
The
And-
problem is, my lord, if that power to decide what is, so suppose they say obscene.
One second, Your Lordship.
Against
I-
decency, etc.
Mr. Bhushan, let
Precisely
us
the
not
same
expand.
question was examined by the court in Shreya Singhal. The IT rule 66A provided exactly this: obscene, offending, and annoyance,
So
etc.
the difficulty is
The
this
court
association
took
is
out,
right, but this association would object to anything
Why we are
which we
saying
do
right
in
from the
national
very
interest.
beginning,
You know, Lordship, you have to hear it.
fundamental right to speech that has to be protected, respected,
Yes.
and there is no question of tinkering with that.
Lord,
But at the same time, the society, the innocent people, children, they too have a right, and their right is also fundamental right.
In that very program, one young lady, 21 years old young lady, says something which I cannot repeat, but I'll try to project what she said. The format of the program is that some person who is on the stage is humiliated. That's the format of the program. And if voluntarily someone wants to be humiliated, nobody can object to it. The lady asks, have you ever seen a female sexual organ, or I am using my language, except your mother's when you were born?
What is he talking?
Now, this is not obscenity, this is perversion. And I'm using my words, not the words used by the lady. Look, there has to be something. It's not, my lord, freedom of speech is being taken away. In America, it is absolute. First Amendment is absolute. We have Article 19.2. Shreya Singhal proceeds on American judgment of Renault. Now, American Supreme Court has withdrawn.
There also there is
Even in
nothing-
America,
there is
clear
nothing
and
like
present
absolute in
danger
US.
has been considered by the American court
Yes.
as a regulating factor of our First Amendment. So it's not
There are
that.
very strict regulation there, in fact.
Yes, yes.
Your Lordship, but this is taken care of. We need a mechanism, but Your Lordship, section 67 of the IT.
Madam, if it has been taken care, then why these incidents are happening?
No, Your Lordship, certainly, as Your Lordship said, it needs immediate
not saying-
redressal, not
Yeah.
redressal after.
We will be the last one to suggest any regulatory measure. If there is an effective modicum introduced by you people, and if you could come and say that, yes, we have done enough and we will ensure that it will not happen. You say you are claiming you have done it. Mr. Sibal said they have created some association, some former chief justice appointed. Then why these incidents are happening every day?
My,
The reason
If your mechanism is there.
my worry,
so the instance that my learned friend Solicitor General was referring to is a case of user-generated content. Now, let's user-generated
These are-
content is
these are-
on a platform.
These are all highly technical, lot of advanced.
And intermediaries
Members are responsible.
yes, your lordship.
I'm not saying
But there are rules in place even for that. Now these rules are it was I've just handed up a compilation. If my lords have it for a moment, you'll see, my lords, that in the 2021 rules there are two chapters. Chapter 2, which deals with intermediaries, which will host this kind of uploads.
Kind of content.
And my lords, chapter 3 is for people like us who, my lords, actually have digital content like Netflix, etc. Both sets of rules. Well, the efficacy is being considered at the moment by Delhi High Court because well, both sets of rules were challenged on various grounds.
And judicial side.
And my lords have transferred those petitions there.
But at the same
Larger
time,
part
at the
of
same time, I
activities.
think we are focusing on a very narrow issue, not this and what Mr. Bhushan is talking about. We only talked about this perversity and obscenity, which offends people and disrespectful language used against a particular section or a class of community.
The
Would
other,
you-
the
So
other
what
concern,
now coming to the children, what have they done now? Are they? We hope that they are behaving well now.
No, Lordships had directed them to put a proposal before your Lordships. Now they have filed an affidavit.
I have here, my lord, for the respond number 6, my lord, I filed my affidavit, my lord. Of course, I have
Who is six?
my unconditional apology, my lord. In my medium, my lord, I have put an apology there also.
Well, we will not impose any fine on you. We will not impose any cost on you, provided that you come out with a proposal of donation.
I have also, my lord, donated, my lord.
Donation to some very good charitable institute.
My lord, so as on number 6 is concerned, my lord, he held a show.
No, he also said many things. I have seen the show. It's
No,
not just an organizer of the show.
Mr. Solicitor, let it be left to the conscience of the maker of the
Lordships are right, my lord.
and perhaps the best way to regulate speech is a self-regulation.
Self-regulation,
A
self-realization.
wise thought as
Self-
to whether you think first and then speak. So
Yes.
that is better for the
Now, some of them, my lord, the
stand-up
difficulty,
comedians to
no, the
think.
difficulty is, I, my lord, bow down to what your lordships are saying. Some of the things which are spoken
We know.
are not unthoughtful. They are scripted. They are scripted that way. There is a script where you are supposed to say that. So it is, my lord, with premeditation and knowing what I am going to say. That is difficult.
On November 27, the Supreme Court heard the matter involving Samay Raina and 4 other comedians over the uproar caused by their earlier insensitive jokes about persons with disabilities. During the proceedings, the bench took a strong stance and directed all the 5 creators to organize 2 awareness and fundraising events every month, focusing on supporting persons with disabilities and highlighting real-life success stories. The judges made it clear that this directive is meant to be a social obligation rather than a punishment, encouraging the creators to use their large platforms in a more responsible and meaningful way. The court also urged the central government to consider drafting a special law to curb derogatory comments directed at persons with disabilities similar to protection available under the SC/ST Act. Additionally, the government was asked to expedite the formation of a neutral and independent regulatory framework to monitor harmful, obscene or offensive online content. The matter has now been listed for its next hearing in the coming weeks, with the court expecting progress on these directives. More updates will follow soon. Thank you.